Here's something I wish I had learned much earlier. Making more money doesn't always fix your money problem. I used to think it did. And I keep telling myself once I get a better job, I will be fine. Once I get a rise, I will start saving. Once I make more money, everything will get easier. But every time I made more money, I found a way to spend more too. And maybe you have felt the same way. You get paid, you feel good just for a few days, and then the money is gone. What really made me think about this was watching the people around me. I knew some people who made less money than I did, but they always seems prepared. They had some saving. If their car broke down or they got an unexpected bill, it wasn't the end of the world. But I also know the people making really good money who were still waiting for their next paycheck. That's when I start to understand something. Making more money helps, but if you don't know how to manage it, more money uh, won't solve the problem. The real difference was what people did as soon as they got paid. Some people already had a plan for their money. They know how much they would save, how much they would invest, and how much they could spend. But other people like me, at the time, just started spending. We paid for whatever came up, and then hope to there would be something left at the end of the month. But most of the time, there wasn't. Because if your money doesn't have a plan, it usually finds a way to disappear. So I know I need a system, but I didn't want something complicated. I didn't want a huge spreadsheet or budget that I have to check every day. I wanted something simple, uh, enough to use every time I got paid. That's when I started using what I call the 10-10-10-70 rule. It's not a secret formula, and it didn't get it from some complicated finance book. It's simply a way to divide every paycheck into four parts. Once I start doing this, managing my money become much easier. I didn't have to wonder where my money went anymore, because before I spent anything, every dollar already had a job. So let me show you exactly how this rule that I call 10-10-10-70 works. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had one of those weeks where everything goes wrong at the same time? For example, your car needs a repair, your phone stops working, or you get a bill you weren't expecting, same as car ticket. The problem itself might not be huge, but it becomes stressful because you are thinking, who am I going to pay for this? So you use your credit card or borrow the money from somewhere. And just like that, one unexpected bill turns into months of trying to catch up. That's why the first 10% of every paycheck has one job: to protect you. This money isn't there to make you rich, and it's not there to give you a huge return. It's there for those moments when life surprises you, because sooner or later it will. When you have some emergency money saved, you don't have to panic. You don't have to make a bad decision just because you need money for some bill and you need money right away. And you don't have to spend the next 6 months paying interest on something that happened it one afternoon. It's good because you don't need to use your credit card or line of credit when you have the unexpected payment in a 1 month. Now, here's a mistake I see a lot of people make. They try to invest every extra dollar they have. It sounds smart, right? But imagine all your extra money is in the stock market or in the Bitcoin, and then your car breaks down next week. Now, you have to sell some of your assets, some of your investments to pay for repairing that car. And if the market is down, you may have to sell it. And it's not important the market is down or up. So before you focus on growing your money, you need to make sure your money can protect yourself first. Otherwise, you are not really removing the stress from yourself. You are just moving, somewhere else. And don't make this more complicated than it need to be. You don't need to save an entire year's salary before, moving forward. Start by saving, uh, start by saving enough to cover 1 month of your basic expense. Once you reach that one, try to build it up to 3 months. You can always add more later, but the first 3 months is very important. You know, the goal is to make sure one unexpected bill doesn't destroy your entire monthly budget and not give you the more stress. Because once you have that, the safety zone for yourself, you think differently. You stop making, every financial decision out of fear, and you can finally start using your money to build something for the future. And that's, where the second 10% come in. For this, I divide, my monthly budget in the four part. The first 10% saving for the, for emergency, I say as an emergency fund. Once you have some emergency money saved, it's time to give your money a second job. Think about it this way. Every dollar you earn can do one of uh, two things. You can spend it and it's gone, or you can invest it and give it the chance to keep working for you. This idea completely changed the way I look at the money. Instead of always asking, what can I buy with this money? I start asking myself, can this money make me more money in the future? And honestly, that simple question changed a lot of the decision I made in my life. Here's a simple example. Imagine two people each have an extra $100, and one of them use it to buy a new pair of shoes, and other one invested in the stock market. A year later, they sure are old. Maybe they are sitting somewhere in the back of the closet, but the investment is still there. Maybe it has grown a little, maybe it has paid off dividend, but most importantly, it's still working. The shoes made you feel good for a short time, but the investment has a chance to keep paying you for a year. This is the different decision actually, and different thinking about this in this way. Now, when I say invest, I don't mean you need to spend every night looking for the next biggest stock. Honestly, most people don't need to do that. I rather to keep it simple. No, you can put that money into a good index fund, set up automatic payment if possible, and let time do most of the work. You are not trying to get rich, in the next month or next night. You are slowly building something that can grow in the background of your life while you are busy at your work, spending time with your family and living your life. Something I wish I had understood earlier is that actually investing isn't really about making quick money. It's about buying back your time. The more money you have, working for you, the less you have to depend on every single paycheck. And to me, that's the real financial freedom, and it won't happen over the night. And it's not come from one lucky investment. It happens slowly every paid day when you send that second 10% to work instead of spending it. But your money isn't the only thing you should invest in. There is one investment that may help you increase your income faster than almost anything else. Now, this is the part I think a lot of people forget about it. If you ask someone what to do with an extra money that you have, they will probably tell you to save it or invest it somewhere. And yes, both are important, but there is another kind of investment that can completely change your financial future. And honestly, people don't talk about it enough. And sometimes the best place to invest your money isn't the stock market or Bitcoin or put it in your saving account. It's in yourself. Think about it. Maybe you spend a few $100s to learn some new skill, and that skills help you make an extra five or $10,000 in a year. Maybe it help you to get better job. Maybe you can ask for a higher salary, or maybe you can use it to start a small business on the side of your job. And you probably won't get uh, that kind of return from the stock market in just 1 year, because the truth is, your biggest asset isn't your investment account or your bank account. It's your ability to make more money over time, and side of your job, or start a new business, and looking for the new job. And this is very important. This is the third 10%, as nobody talk about it. And I put this 10% for myself to learn new skill, maybe sometimes to pay for the some course, online course, or buy some book or some application to learn new things. And it's very important. This could mean learning how to use AI tools. It could be getting a new certificate, improving your English, or learning a skill that companies are willing to pay more for that one. And if you are building a business, it could mean buying better equipment, or learning how to find more customers, or for the marketing. It doesn't have to be complicated. The idea is simply to become better at something that can increase your income from your job or from your business. Because every time you improve your skill, you increase the value of the person earning the paycheck. And that's something no stock, ETF, or investment funds can replace. And when you invest in yourself, something interesting starts to happen. You may be making more money. And when you make more money, you have more money available to save and invest in your bank account or in your investment account. That's actually why I made another video showing how investing just $20 a week could eventually grow into more than $4,000 in a month in passive income, if you give it enough time. If you want to see how that's work, I will link that video right here. Uh, but remember, the more money you are able to invest, the faster you can build your future. And that's exactly why this third 10% is so important. Now, let's talk about the last 70%. This is where I think a lot of money advice get it wrong. You know, some people make it sounds like you should never spend money on anything fun. It's not possible. Don't eat out, don't travel, don't buy anything nice for yourself. But honestly, I don't think that's a good way to live. and save your money. If your money plan make you feel bad every time you spend something, you probably won't follow it for very long. And that's why the last 70% is for your life today. You use it to pay your rent, buy food, put gas in your car, and pay your bills. But you can also use some of that one to enjoy your life. Go out for dinner once in a while, or take a short trip, or buy something you have been saving for. The important thing is that you already plan to spend this money. So when you use it, you don't need to feel bad. This is the important part. You are enjoying your life without taking money away from your future. And this is that things, you have to use for your life to buy something, enjoy your life, and, make yourself happy. Not always thinking about what I have to spend this money for, for going out and eat something in the restaurant. When you have the, the portion of your money for spending that is include this 70%, you didn't feel bad. And it's very important. Now, let's put the whole plan together. The first 10% protect you when something goes wrong. The second 10% help your money grow. And the third 10% help you learn new skill and make more money for yourself. And the last 70% pay for the life you are living right now. That's the whole idea behind the 10 10 10 70 rule. Every dollar has a job, and when you know where your money is going, manage it become much easier and less stressful. And the good thing is, none of this is hard to understand, and you don't need to be a money expert, or you don't need to make a lot of money, and you don't need to follow the difficult plan. you know every single time you just need a simple system that you can use when you pay. And now, um, this is the things that you can build your future slowly and slowly in the 2 years, 3 years. And it was very helpful for me. And if this video helped you, please subscribe to the channel, and I make simple video about the money, investing, working, and how you can, increase your salary, without using a lot of hard things. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.